Welcome back to Waknuk News. Today we celebrate our victory over the Fringe people. Several days ago, people from the Fringes began the raid, and today we have staked our victory as they run with their tails between their legs. I'll pass you now to our field reporter who's on scene at the moment.
Hey all, I'm on scene at the Storm property. With me I have Frank Phone, frontline defender for the Waknuk community. Frank, what was your experience today with the mutants?
We fought and won against them. We captured 2 other leaders and brought them back here to the Storm residence.
Oh, you captured some. Those ones over there, I assume. How'd you manage to do that?
They came rather easy. After they saw the guns, they realized they stood no chance against us. The best they had was spears and pitchforks.
I guess the deviations don't like being shot, so the battle was pretty one-sided then, since they didn't have any guns.
The only reason they held out as long as they did was because they were pretty good at hiding, but eventually we were able to overcome them, and as soon as they did, they ran away.
Well, thank you, Frank.
Yeah.
Joseph, I see your property is used as some kind of base or meeting place. Why is that? Do you have a big role in this community?
Yeah, well, my father founded this town, so we've always had a big role. But the main reason is because I've injured myself early on in the campaign. Okay. So I'm using my property to help out and sort volunteers and send them off to join the battle.
Oh, so it's like a headquarters for the defense system. I see you have 2 deviations on your property. Why'd you take them? What's your plan with them?
I don't know what they plan to do with them, but if I had to guess, I would say they want information on the strength and of their unnatural army. If it was up to me, they would never have been brought here. Just their presence is off-putting and probably going to ruin many of our crops and livestock. I want them off our property and out of town as soon as possible before more damage can be done.
I see how that can worry you. Do you have any last things you want to say before we're done?
I do, actually. These raids are a direct result of people being too lenient with the deviations. If we just went back to the old ways, we would not have this problem.
Amen, brother. I come to you with young David Storm, son of Joseph we interviewed earlier. Are you going to grow up to be like your father one day, protecting your village from these offenses and deviations?
Yeah, I guess I'll have to be like my dad to get rid of the deviations in the village. After all, that's what the repentances say to do.
Oh, what do you think about the repentances? Can you see why you need to keep an eye out for the deviations?
The repentances all make sense to me in the book, but the people they captured weren't like my mom and dad tell me. They say they have 4 arms and 4 are hairy with long tails. I do think that we need to look for the deviations though, because otherwise we'll never be like the old people.
That's exactly right, David. Even though they don't look like what you were told, they are still not human. We have to look out for anything that's not the norm, don't we?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, thank you, David. Well, that's all we have time for. I'll give it back to you, Levi, in the studio.
Thanks again to our reporter on scene, and that will sum up this chapters of today's newscast. Stay tuned, we'll be back after the commercial break with big breaking news about some unusually large horses. 7 o'clock Waknuk News coming back soon. Thank you.
Hey y'all!
Hey y'all! Hey y'all, I'm on scene at the Oh, you captured some. Those ones over there, I assume. How did you manage to capture them?
Where?